Welcome. In this screencast, we take a look at the numbers that we have yet to study in our course, the decimals. And having talked about fractions, it is logical to next talk about decimals, and that is where we go. So decimal numbers are numbers like this. They have a decimal point. Now, until today, until this lesson, you looked at the left side of the decimal point only. This part is a whole number, and you've got your ones place and your tens place and your hundreds place and your thousands place and so on. On the right side of the decimal point, these are your decimal places. You have your tenths place and your hundredths place and your thousandths place and so on. I will note there is no oneths place. It's tenths, hundreds, thousandths, and so on. Why? Why does that make sense? Well, we remember that this is base 10, so all the place values are powers of 10. 1 is 10 to the 0. This is in 10 to the 1s. This is a 10 to the 2s. This is a 10 to the 3s. So if we move from left to right, we would expect that this would be 10 to the negative 1, and this would be 10 to the negative 2, and so on. What do we mean by 10 to the negative 1? 10 to the negative 1 is 1 over 10 to the 1. That's 1/10. And 10 to the negative 2 is 1 over 10 squared. That's 1/100th. So the decimal places to the right of the decimal point, tenths, hundreds, thousandths, 10,000ths, 100,000ths. And now at this point in the course, it becomes really important to distinguish between thousands and thousandths. They are not the same thing. They are very, very different. So if we can talk about how to order them, here are a few decimals, 0.7, 0.85, 0.516, and 0.1234. So among those four decimals, who is the biggest? Well, that's 7/10. That's 8/10 and then other things. That's 5/10 and then other things. That's 1/10 and then other things. So this one is the biggest. When we compare decimals, we look place by place going down. If two numbers have, oh, here. If two numbers agree in the tenths place, then we look beyond the tenths place. They agree in the tenths place, so we look at the hundredths place. 3 is bigger than 2. 0.63 is greater than 0.62. This is true even if one of the numbers does not look like it's very much, and the other number looks like it is a lot. This is 3/10. This is 21,756,938 hundred millionths. But I still argue that this is bigger. Why? Because if we were to compare them, 3/10 is 3/10 and zeros everywhere else. Well, this number is definitely bigger than that number, right? This number is much bigger than that number. This number is 30 million hundred millionths. And this is only 21 million hundred millionths. So 0.3 is definitely greater than 0.217563938. When we compare decimals, we look at them one place at a time, and the greatest place we find where they disagree is the one we use to compare them. I hope that that is helpful to you. We'll do another video related to this lesson, but that's coming up next.